So on November 20th, we got a letter from the director where Min Hyung-eun introduced himself to the NA community, and there was talk about a short video where he would introduce himself. So that video is finally out. I was honestly expecting this video to take a little bit longer to come out, but here it is on November 30th. So there was a lot of things discussed in this video, but most of it was about improving Mabinogi for the better with good quality of life updates, and continuing to make it a fun and relaxing experience, which I agree. But I thought we would skip to the important parts of the video where they actually talk about Unreal Engine. So there are two small parts where we talk about Unreal Engine in this video. So everyone is very excited for the upgrade to Unreal Engine. Is there any news you can share with us about the progress of this conversion? What has been the biggest challenge with the conversion so far? Let's see what he has to say.
엔진 교체는 그냥 다 힘듭니다, 사실.
In fact, everything about engine replacement is a challenge. Yeah, I can imagine. It's we're using an engine from 2003.
그리고 제가 힘든다기보단 오히려
Actually, the people involved in that project are facing more challenges.
표현은 좀
I don't think troublesome is the right word though, as everyone is happy to be working on it, so that's good. I'm glad that they're happy to be working on it. It's a very important update.
적절치 않은 것 같고 굉장히 기쁘게 작업을 하고 계세요. 그래서 어려운 점은 당연히
The biggest difficulties are, of course, having to recreate all the resources and code that exists in our current Pleon engine in the new engine. Yeah, I can't even imagine how difficult this project is in general, because Mabinogi is what, 20 years old in Korea? They have to convert 20 years worth of stuff from an engine from 2003 into the new Unreal Engine. The amount of work that must take is just incredible.
새로운 엔진에, 그러니까 원래 이제 있던 엔진, 이제 자체 엔진의 플레이온의 엔진으로 구현돼 있는 그 모든 리소스와 코드들을 새로운 엔진에 새로 구현해야 된다라는 사실 자체가 그냥 굉장히 난이도가
It is by nature a very difficult task. Yeah.
프로토타이핑 단계라고 보시.
So for the game, we are in the prototyping stage, in which we are laying down the direction we'll take with the graphics, visuals, and other details.
그 엔진의 그 리소스나 이런 것들을 얹어서 실제로 마비노기의 어떤 그래픽 방향성이나 비주얼 방향성, 그리고 디테일 구현들을 쌓아나가고 있는 지금 단계라고 보시면 될 것 같습니다.
Okay, so here's the next part about the Unreal Engine. Can you speak on what might be a potential hurdle for the dev team when it comes to porting all the character information into a new engine?
캐릭터 정보는 최대한 가급적이면
For the character data, our goal is to move everything over as
그대로
is.
옮겨가는 걸 목표로 하고 있습니다. 하지만 제가 이제 쇼케이스에서도
However, as I shared in the showcase was the live stream that we saw in April that was in Korea. Some of the content that's particularly unpopular may not be necessary, and
말씀을 드렸듯이 좀 이용률이 적은 컨텐츠나 불필요한 컨텐츠들이 있을 수 있고, 그런 컨텐츠
we plan to remove it as we make the transition, so some really old, unpopular content might be removed with this.
들은 제거해 나가는 방향으로 지금 저희가 잡고 있거든요. 그러다 보면은
That's an example of the kind of thing that might be lost in the transition, but our primary focus as we introduce changes in the lead up to Mabinogi Eternity is
컨텐츠와
to
연관된 캐릭터 정보는 아무래도 삭제될 수 있겠죠. 이제 그런 부분들이 있을 수 있고, 하지만 이제 제일 저희가 중점으로 보고 있는 건 이 그 여러분들께서 이제 이터니티 직전까지 하고 계셨던
is to enhance the game's immersive experience and keep the improvements sensible. That way, when the transition happens, it'll be as seamless as possible for everyone. I agree with everything in that. I think it's important that we still keep the game. I think it's still important that Mabinogi feels like Mabinogi. And it's good to make the transition as easy as possible on all the players. So overall, it was a very good video. It was very nice to hear from the Korean director of Mabinogi, and I hope that he does more videos like this for us. And there was also, like, he also talked about, like, some updates and, like, features that we want would probably have to wait until after the Mabinogi Eternity project, which is upgrading to Unreal Engine, and I get it. Like, with our limited engine, there's only so much we can do. The engine needs to be replaced. I mean, it's super old, it's already showing, so it's a good thing that it's being replaced. And I understand why it's, like, kind of one of their biggest priorities right now to just get that out of the way. But yeah, I would recommend watching the whole video, and overall I thought it was very good. And I'm looking forward to hearing more from the Korean director and hearing more about the Unreal Engine update as things progress. And if there's any new updates, I'll cover them in another video.